Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with me, and welcome to Tag Along Tuesday. Now today we are going to make some tags, different tags, and we may make a few little pockets. I don't know, I haven't decided 100% yet. But I am working on this journal, which is a spring journal, and it's got all these beautiful spring flowers and things in there, and I had some of the fabric left over, and I was trying to think of something I wanted to do with it, so I just started playing around. I had this in my stash, and this has probably been in my stash for 15 years. I will never use it in a journal. It's a piece of scrapbook paper, but the colors went well with that. So I want to make some fabric tags with lace and then fabric pockets with lace. So that's what we're going to try to do. I have also pulled out my little bag of goodies here. It's just all kinds of little scraps of lace and doilies and things like that. So we're just going to play around with it and see what we can do. Now I don't need a tag that wide. That's kind of wide there. Let me think. I usually make mine about 3.5. I think that will be good. So 3.5. We'll save that little piece. We may need some small tags. And I'm going to go ahead and take this other piece and just cut some with it too, because I may make more than one. And this looks about long enough. I'm not going to worry too much about the length. And then let's go ahead and make a pocket. So my pockets are usually about 4.5, 4 3/4. Let me see. We'll cut it there. I'll save that for another tag. And then I'm going to cut this down because I don't need it that tall. I just need it about 3.5 inches tall. So there we go, and that'll make another small little tag. And that was just a couple of scrap pieces that I had, like I said, from probably 15 years ago. Let's start out with the tag first. Now the writing does go in the wrong direction, but that's not going to matter when you get it covered up. As you can see, all you're going to be able to see through this is just those little flicks of color, the greens and the pinks, and that darker green and the mauve color. So that's what we're going to do. Now they're just going to be the top of my tags. So I'm going to use my glue stick, and I'm just going to put some glue right in the middle. Now this has glitter on it as well, so it's going to get glitter probably on my glue stick, but that's okay. We can wipe it off. And now I'm just going to put my fabric down across it. Doesn't have to be perfect, but if you want to worry with it and get it perfectly straight, you can. I don't. I am going to go ahead and I should have torn it probably before I glued it down, but guess what? I did it. Let's go ahead and pull it up and let me tear it, because I'm afraid if I don't, I'll tear everything. That's the glue stick, so we can pull it up for a little while. Okay, there we go. So mark your piece off as to how big you need before you glue it down. Now you can do this 2 or 3 different ways. I am going to wrap my fabric around this on all sides, or you can just trim it off at the edge. Either one that you want to do. I wish I'd left this closer to the top, but I didn't. I could probably go ahead and do it again. Let's just try it again. Oh, we'll get it on here one time. Okay. I want to leave that bigger piece at the top. That way I'll have lots to wrap around at the top. Okay. Now we'll wrap this around like that. That will be the top of our tag. I'm not going to cut it into a tag shape until I get all the fabric on. And we may go ahead and wrap these around too, since it's going to be a tag. Yeah. Let's go ahead and put a little something on the back though, since we are going to be using this for a tag. So something that we can write on. And I always go back to my paper here that I love. This is the drawing paper that I get off of Amazon. It's been in some of your kits before, and everybody tells me that they love it as much as I do. I absolutely love it. It's inexpensive and it's so good to back your tags with. It's easy to write on. Just good all around stuff. Okay, I'm just going to flip these edges up and trim this off. This is being made up as we go along, so if things go horribly wrong, you want to never see this video. It will never post. Oh, Lordy. Lordy, Lordy. Okay, that side looks good. A little bit on the top. I've not made fabric tags before. I have made some lace tags and lace pockets, but never fabric tags. And I know you're saying, how in the world are you going to get anything to stick to a fabric tag? Well, we're going to see if we can anyway. So I'm going to glue that down, and I'm using my glue stick because this glue stick is top quality in my opinion. And it seems to glue really well. I've never had a problem with it. I am going to cut our little corners off just so that it will lay down a little easier. There again, you could have done that before you start gluing things down. But you know, I do things backwards a lot of the time. Now, since I am using my glue stick on this, if you're going to stitch, you need to let this sit and dry, because this glue stick will gum up your needle. So we'll probably make a few, and then I will set them aside and let them dry, and then I'll do a little bit of stitching on them. The stitching just helps hold everything in place. It's not necessary. You can just use some good glue. Make sure you put lots of glue on there, and it's going to be in the right place anyway. And it will be good to go. It's just me. I like that stitched look. Plus, I have to tell y'all this. I got another little bitty sewing machine yesterday. This one is a smaller one that I am going to be able to put under the video, under the camera, which is right there, and do some stitching. Now, I would have done it today, but I don't have it set up. I haven't had time to get it set up. So that's not going to be today. May not be any day this week, the way my week's looking. But we'll get it as soon as we can. All right. So that is stuck down on the back. I think that's going to be cute. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut this into a tag shape, I think. We may end up having to put a little more glue on there, but that's fine if we do. Not a problem. All right. This one looks a little bit longer than that one, doesn't it? I should have used my little template and I didn't. Okay. That'll work. Now, let's see. Can you ink fabric? Of course you can. You can ink fabric. It inks the same way as paper does. So I just put a little bit of ink around. And then I'm going to decorate it a little bit. So let's grab, let's see, there's a little scrap. I'm going to use that there. I've got loads of these little butterflies. I don't know. I'd like to have one that's a color. Let's see if I've got any that are maybe pink or some other color. I think I got a pink one in here. I do. I have a pink. And I don't know where these come from. I know somebody's going to ask. I got them in Happy Mail, so I couldn't begin to tell you. Now, this has got some of those beads on it that they're pretty dimensional. If you don't want that, just clip the beads off and put maybe a piece of lace down through there. I think I'm going to leave it. I don't think it's going to hinder where I'm going to put it in the journal, but, you know, that's up to you. Just make it for your journal. I like that pink with that, so I think that will work okay. So let's see, what are we going to do now? I am going to put this down with my glue stick. Cool, I like that. And then we're going to put this down, and I'm just going to use some art glitter glue. It will glue it. Just takes it a little bit longer to dry, but it'll hold it. Oh, that's pretty. I like that. Okay, now I'm going to put a label or something on here, and then maybe some little something tucked in there. Okay, I think I'm going to do it like that. I think. And I may wrap this part of the tag around. Don't know. Okay. Now when I stitch, it's going to catch that, which is good. And I don't mind it on the back. I've got so much glue on my fingers. I know nobody else gets as gluey as I do, right? Oh, don't fall over. You stick to things when you fall over. All right, and then this little one up there at the top. Okay, there we go. I love that tag. Now, I'm going to do, when this dries, I'll do a little stitching around it and I'll let you see that. But right now, let's go ahead and do a few more pieces. Let's see. Let's do this one. I think I have enough fabric for maybe 2 more. And then that'll probably be all I'll be able to get done out of this piece of fabric. But you can always use, you don't have to use the same color as you used on the outside. It can be any color. As long as it kind of coordinates with your journal. And it's just a different piece. It's just something different. Ugh. The strings are all stuck to me now. Okay. I think that right there. So I'm going to put a little glue in the middle. And if you don't use glue stick, just grab whatever glue you do use. I like the glue stick or the Bearly Arts because this is a thin fabric and it doesn't show through. But if I didn't have either one of those, I would use what I had. You can always decorate over anything that shows through. Just cutting these little pieces off. That one's a little longer, so I'm just going to trim it. Don't need quite that much to wrap around. Let's see. Let's go ahead and put a backing on it first. I started to glue it down, but let's do our backing. And I thought I had a piece of paper right here on my desk for a backing, but I don't think I do. I think I've already used it. I have been working like a wild woman on journals, trying to get caught up on those. Okay, I'm just going to use this piece. This is a little piece that I ink colored a few years ago. I just have that little scrap left. Okay, I think that's good. Now we can glue. And here again, if you don't want to leave these edges, then just cut them off. You don't have to. It's just something I'm doing. I think I'm so tired when I go to bed. I have such crazy dreams lately. I don't know what I was dreaming about last night, but I was running around like a chicken with its head cut off. That's about what I've been doing all week anyway. But I was going crazy. I woke up laughing at myself because it was like I was running around and around and around, but I wasn't doing anything. I was just running around. That is the first sign of craziness, isn't it? Well, I made another template and I have lost another template. So we're going to do it like this. Don't ask me what I do with them. I lose them. There, it's buried here on my desk somewhere, I know. But that's all right. We can get it done without it. Okay, there we go. And yes, I'm going to ink. And you could ink with pink if you wanted to. I'm just grabbing what I have here on my desk and putting a little on. I probably won't ink a lot in this journal because it's very floral and very colorful. So I'm just inking the bare minimum. I love that. And see those colors in the background? Just a little bit of that color pops through. Alrighty, let's see what we want to put on this one. I don't want to cover up this. I love that. So, see if we got a scrap of something in here that would work well. And these are just some beautiful little pieces that you guys have sent me. I mean, it's nothing that I had in the beginning. You guys have sent this to me, this little bag of goodies. I might want a piece of this. Don't want to cover up that flower. So we might put it right. Let's put it on the bottom. I don't want to cover up either flower if I can help it. I think I'll put it right there. Glue that down. And then this is a little pale pink butterfly. It's just like the other one, but it's pale pink. And both of these tags that I'm making may not go in the same journal, so it's okay to duplicate. So I'm going to do that like that. Let's see. Yeah, this is the right side, I think. I don't even mind if that hangs off a little bit, but if that bothers you, then just trim it off. I may trim a tiny bit of it off. And I'm going to put this right up here because that way I'll still have both of my flowers showing. But then we'll have the butterfly there to nibble on them a little bit. Cute. Okay, let's see if we need, I think we need a little bit more glue down here at the bottom. And I should just be able to wipe my hand on something and get all the glue off of it. I've got more glue on my hand than I do anywhere. Okay. And I'll go ahead and trim these because just in case the pocket's not quite wide enough. This was just a piece of vintage doily that someone sent me. do we want to put a little label on there? I think I may go that route. I'm just going to put that little label up there and this little label down here at the bottom. Doesn't need a lot. You could also use your Fabri-Tac on this. My little bottle is out right now, so I haven't filled it back up. So I'm just using what's on my desk. There's that one. I love it. I love these. Oh my goodness. Let's make a pocket. We need to make a pocket to hold those tags. Oh yeah, that's going to be plenty big enough. I think I might have just enough fabric left to make a pocket. And if I don't, then I can grab some more fabric. It doesn't have to be this. I do. Let's see. I think this is the right way up. Yeah. Oh, that's going to be pretty. We're going to get that rose on there. And on the pockets, I usually just cut those off right at the edge because there's no reason really in wrapping them around. You can if you want to. I'm going to leave enough at the top that I can fold over. So I'm going to put it on there like that. Again, we're just going to use our glue stick right in the middle. And that glitter on that tears my glue stick up. Okay, we don't have to back this because it is going to be a pocket. So I'm just going to put some glue here. Fold this top over. Press it down. And then I'm going to trim off the excess. Now if you want to fold the excess around, you can. I'm just going to trim it off. I think it stuck to my hand. I hope I didn't cut it crooked. I did a little bit, but we can fix it. Look at this. I got strings. I got everything hanging all over me. There we go. Yes, that's going to be cute. Now, we just need something right here. And I don't want a big butterfly. I just want something small. So let me see. There's a little piece of scrap lace. I found this piece down in there. Look at that. That's really pretty, but I don't want to cut it. Let's see if I can find a piece that's smaller. I don't want to cut that one. Well, I don't have a piece like that that's smaller, so that won't work. I could put that little piece on there. Let's just do that. I'm going to cut it off. See how far over I want to go. I'm going to cut it off right here in the middle. And it's been down in there and it's kind of wrinkled, but maybe we can straighten it out with our glue. Hopefully. Cool, I don't mind that. That needs to be pressed a little bit. It's not wanting to lay down. I'll put my bone folder on there. Because that's the part that was actually folded up. And it is not wanting to lay down. So while that's drying, I'm going to leave my bone folder laying on it. I need to use that on the front cover of a journal. That pretty piece. Okay. Now, I think all this needs is a little tiny label right across there. I think I'll put that bloom, that little label right there. And I don't think I'll put anything on that. I think we'll leave it like it is. Okay, let me let a few of these dry, and I'm going to go ahead and see if that first one's dry, and if it is, I will go ahead and stitch it, and then I'll come back and show you the end results. Okay, I did stitch this one. It wasn't completely dry, so I had to clean my needle with alcohol as soon as I got through. If your needle gums up, just take an alcohol swab or wipe or whatever and clean it really good with it, and you'll get that glue off. But I don't think I'm going to try these other two since they're not completely dry yet. I will have photos, though, at the end of the video of the other ones when they're already stitched. So there is one of our tags. This one will be the other. Oops, closed my glue. Just stuck my wrist in it. And then I made this one before the video. So that's going to be a pocket. And then this one will be a pocket. And we'll stitch around this one when everything gets nice and dry. All right, guys, I think that's the video for today. I am trying to get the spring journals. I had 2 spring journals ordered. I've almost got both of them finished. They'll be finished by probably tonight before I go to bed. But wanted to let you guys know that. Also, the drawing for our February and January winter will be tomorrow. So I'll do that tomorrow on the video. So you can tune in to our video tomorrow and you'll see if your name is popped up. All right, we'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.